to get money. Yeah, don't act a clown. I know you heard about me. I'm the talk of the town. 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 Yeah, I got money. Don't act a clown. I know you heard about me. The talk of the town. The talk of the town. The talk of the town.
What it do, what it do, what it do. Hey, it's the Talk of the Town podcast, man. Y'all know why we here. Today, we're talking about the NFL playoffs and the college football playoffs. It's going on right now. My bad. Let me go ahead and get up. Let me get up. But yeah, though. So look, today, we're talking about playoff implications for the NFL. Who can do what? Who got what spot already? We already know. Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, they already claimed the number 1 and number 2 spot in the AFC. So, hey, Kansas City number 1. Anybody in the AFC, you got to go through KC just to get there. But we also going to talk about who may be the MVP. Who's going to be the MVP this year? We got 4 names going up, and we got a running back. We got 2 quarterbacks. And who else that may be? But we probably got 3 quarterbacks. But either way it go, this is Talk of the Town. I'm Nick Madden. I'm here to bring you the news right now. So we're going to go ahead and bring it on up. Bring the board up. All right. As we can see right now, Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, they got the number 1, 2 seed already, as we already spoke about. Right now, Baltimore Ravens, they're in the driver's seat for the AFC North. So they can hold on to their spot now, but it might be some shakeup coming in week 18. But let's keep moving on. Houston Texans represent the AFC South. They're a tough team though, man. But they kind of young, and it might not be so good. I think they might be going out the first round. Either way it go, they might be going out the first round. So we got the number 5 seed already. We got Pittsburgh Steelers. Nobody saw Pittsburgh. But Mike Tomlin always get his team in these playoffs, or even with a good record. I don't know when the last time the man had a losing season. But with Russell Wilson coming. My bad. What's the other quarterback? Fields. Excuse me. Fields over there also too. Mike Tomlin keep them boys up in playoff contentions and things. And like I said, Mike Tomlin, man, pretty much, besides Andy Reid, might be the best coach in the NFL. You know what I mean? So even if he haven't won them Super Bowl, look how long it took Andy Reid to win Super Bowl. Mike Tomlin was winning Super Bowl before Andy Reid, I would like to think though. But let's keep it pushing though. Number 6 seed, we got the Chargers. They sit, man, Harbaugh. Who would have thought Jim Harbaugh coming straight into the NFL, straight from winning a national championship with Michigan last year? Now he got these boys up into the playoff. That Jim Harbaugh is something special, bro. He a special type of coach. I wish we could have got him as a coach, But hey, it is what it is. So let's move on over to the NFC spot right now. So right now, the NFC been led by Detroit Lions. They 14-2, and they lead. They first place in the NFC North. So, but they got another game to go, and the opponent, hey, it's a surprise too. But we're gonna go on ahead and move to number 2, Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts. Hey, Jalen Hurts kind of banged up right now. I don't think he's gonna play week 18. I think they want to just go ahead and let him get fully healthy and things like that. But the question is Saquon gonna play to be able to break that record? The NFL rushing record this year. They say you only need 100 and some yards, maybe 116 or something like that. But that's a lot of yards to get. And you got to put in mind, who they playing? They playing the Giants. Yeah, they playing the New York Giants, and the Giants just ain't finna just let them just run all over. That's my ex-player, man. No, we ain't finna do all that. But when I say that, I'm talking about from the Giant perspective. But anyway, The Giants probably like, man, we ain't letting that happen. They ain't finna ride. Saquon ain't getting the 100. He ain't breaking that record on us. Now, with the Eagles, you can rest them. You can rest them. But I don't think you want to just play them just to try to get this record and things. How much do this record really mean? But I know they probably got some incentives going on in his contract. If he break this record, maybe he can get more money or something like that. But I don't know. It might be something that the risk you don't want to take that risk. You know what I'm saying? I know they say high reward for high risk and things. So, but if I'm Saquon, dog, I chill. I just chill. All right, let's keep going. The third seed right now in the NFC, representing the NFC West, sitting at 10-6, the Los Angeles Rams. Ain't no other team in the NFC West that can take their spot right now. So even if they lose, they still going to the playoffs, and they gonna have a home field advantage game also too. So let's go to number 4. But now Minnesota Vikings, they second in the NFC North, while Detroit's sitting at number 1. And they got a game coming up week 18. We're going to talk about that a little bit more too. But who would have known that Coach O'Connell can get these boys, and Sam Darnold, out of everybody. Man, nobody predicted the Minnesota Vikings to be 14-2. Now, when they first started off this year, I was like, man, just first half of the season. It ain't going to last. These guys last. I don't know. Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator over there, he got them going good with the defense over there. So with Minnesota, they sitting there for, actually they'll be in the 5 seed actually. So let's move on to number 6. The Washington Commanders. Who would have thought the Commanders would have, with the rookie quarterback in Jalen Daniels? But you got Dan Quinn over there. Dan Quinn got that defense stout over there, and Dan Quinn is a great coach too though. So but man, Dan Quinn got these boys sitting at 11-5. They second in the NFC East. There's no way they're gonna catch the Philadelphia right now. So I'm thinking Philly gonna be in the number 2 seed regardless. I don't think they're gonna move up and things like that either though. But sitting in the 7th seed, you got the Green Bay Packers. The Packers up in the 7th seed. They got a chance to move up. I suppose if the Commanders drop to the Dallas Cowboys week 18. My bad. But Green Bay, hey, I thought Green Bay. This is where I predicted Green Bay to be in the playoffs. I mean, not saying that they should have been. I ain't had a prediction for them to be number 1 or number 2, but hey, they 11-5. That's a good record for them. Jordan Love was banged up kind of this year, and I mean, Green Bay is a sneaky team though, man. You really don't want to sleep on them. So let's move now. We got in the hunt going in the AFC. We got the Broncos sitting at the 7th seed right now. They 9-7. They 3rd in the AFC West, behind Kansas City and the Chargers. So and you got the Miami Dolphins. They got a chance to get into this playoff and this wild card. I don't believe Miami gonna go, but they got the Jets coming in week 18. But we're gonna get into more of that. And you also got the Cincinnati Bengals, who's they can jump into the playoffs off too. They can leap over Miami and Broncos, but they're gonna need some help from both of their opponents. So and also for the NFC, like I said, the NFC South is right now represented by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, sitting at 9-7. But also, who's up right there breathing on their necks are Atlanta Falcons, sitting at 8-8, second in the NFC South. Now, Atlanta got the tiebreaker. They done beat Tampa twice this year, twice. So all Atlanta got to do is, hey, maybe they need to beat Carolina, and hopefully that the Saints knock out Tampa Bay for them to slide into the 4th seed. So right now, that's what we got. So let's go into we should do who gonna be the MVP this year? Who they got for MVP this year? So for the MVP candidates, we got Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. I think Joe Burrow had like 4,000 yards, but I don't think they're going to give it to him just because his team is fighting. And I don't think they should give it to a guy that didn't make the playoffs and things like that. But if I was to pick who's going to get this MVP, what player mean most to their team right now? I mean, Josh Allen is going to get this MVP this year. He's going to be the MVP. That's what we putting our bank on talk of the town. We're going to put it down for Josh Allen. You know what I mean? So Josh Allen for MVP. Now let's go ahead and get into the game of the week, week 18. Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. Now we got playoff seedings coming up for this right here. We also this is for who's gonna be number 1 seed and who's gonna claim the title of the NFC North. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now that's about easy. But who do we pick going into this game? I think I'm gonna go with Detroit Lions right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go with Detroit because Detroit led by a real good coach. Dan Campbell got his team playing just like his same way how he played. But his whole plan, them boys playing some real good game right now. I like how they playing. And also, let's go ahead and talk about bring my screen back up to the stage. We're gonna talk about the playoff application that they got to go on. So let's start off. We already know Kansas City with the Baltimore Ravens. See, Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's and company can clinch the AFC North with a victory against the Cleveland Browns, or defeated by the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cincinnati Bengals. Each of these games are on Saturday. The Ravens already clinched the playoff berth. And so like I said, the regular season finale will decide if the Ravens are hosting as the AFC number 3 seed or traveling to the Houston Texans. So if Baltimore wins, they got the 3 seed. But if they lose and Pittsburgh win, Pittsburgh will clinch the number 3 seed and things like that. But also with Cincinnati Bengals, now same thing like I just said. If the Cincinnati Bengals win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to be an automatic 3rd seed for the Baltimore Ravens. And the Cincinnati Bengals, like I said, they need help also. So they have the hardest chance of securing the playoff bid among the AFC postseason hopefuls. The Bengals must defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers on Saturday and have the Miami Dolphins and Denver Broncos each lose the following day. So they need Miami to lose and the Broncos to lose for them to be able to get in the number 7 seed, where they'll face the Buffalo Bills. Man, that's boy, it's going down. Minnesota Vikings, like we just said, like we just had on the screen, the Minnesota Vikings, they must beat the Detroit Lions to claim the number 1 seed in the NFC and home field advantage throughout the whole NFC playoffs. So like I said, that's all they need. But that's all they need to do. Philadelphia Eagles, man, they got some things going on. So what they at? They face the New York Giants on Sunday, like we said already, with nothing on the line other than perhaps Saquon Barkley taking a shot at Eric Dickerson's single-season rushing record. So no matter if they win or lose, they're going to be right there at the number 2 seed, and they'll be waiting on either Green Bay or they'll be waiting on the Washington Commanders. Now, when it comes down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they need to beat the New Orleans Saints. Or Atlanta need to lose to Carolina for them to claim the whole of the NFC South. But That's all we got for the NFL playoffs. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the college football, dog. You know what we gotta do. You know what we doing over here at Talk of the Town. We gotta make sure we cover the college football also too. So first round we be playing Arizona State right now. So that'll be that game should be going on right now. Ohio State, they demolished Tennessee. That's another SEC team that got spanked by a Big Ten opponent. So Oregon got Ohio State for round 2 this year. I mean round 2. You know, I think Oregon did beat Ohio State. I think that was like a close game at the end. But Penn State, they beat SMU last night. They beat Boise State. They wiped the floor with them. With the runner-up for the Heisman, Ashton Jeanty. Man, hey, they was on the board last night, but they let you know, man, Mountain West or whatever conference they coming from, dog. Look, they need to go ahead and I think they'll be shifting to the Pac-12 next year. I think. So I guess they trying to build a Pac-12 up, but man, y'all gotta come on, dog, get some more bricks in y'all pockets. For y'all to be able to hang with these Big Tens and SEC teams, dog. That ain't a good look for the college football playoff. We could have had somebody else up in there instead of Boise State, man. We need to make competition. But anyway, so Penn State moving on to the third round, and they gonna face the winner between Georgia and Notre Dame tonight. So this the college football playoffs. Who do I mean? I'm expecting Texas to beat Arizona State. I'll be surprised if Arizona State stand tall to these boys. I'm gonna go check this game out a little bit too. Ohio State and Oregon, man, it's gonna be a tough one. But I think Ohio State might pull this out. I don't know who's gonna do it, but I think Ohio State might pull this out. So Ohio State, I'm gonna pick Ohio State to go up to face Texas in the third round. Penn State won. We got Georgia, Notre Dame. Georgia got a quarterback issues right now. Can Stockton get them over the hump? They still got their playmakers, still got their defense. I think Kirby going up against the Coach Freeman. So this is gonna be a good one. I want to see what Coach Freeman can do against top competition like this. So hey, that's about all we got for the day and things like that. But I'm gonna go with Georgia. Yes, sir. So it's the talk of the town, dog. And also make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button too on y'all way out and things like that. We're gonna make sure that we keep hitting y'all with some more bangers and stuff when we covering the football and some music reactions. And check out them boys from the Game Changer podcast, dog. You know, so we talk politics on there also. Shout out to a lot of podcasts that I watch also too, though. So hit me up, Talk of the Town podcast, man. We'll get back at it. Peace.